Hi there guys, so we're back at step 3 of the introduction to SolidWorks, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the beginning and take you through how we're going to go about extruding basic shapes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up, we're going to go to parts, and we're going to say OK. We're going to wait for part to load. And once it's loaded, you'll see that you have your drawing area. You'll see, remember in step 1 and step 2, I've introduced you guys to the front plane, top plane, and right plane. And you need to then go ahead and decide on which plane you're going to be drawing on. So I'm going to go ahead and show top plane, and I want to go normal to the top plane as well, so that I have a 90 degree on sight. And let's go ahead and select my sketch tab. And let's go ahead and draw any size box. Now, just have a look at this over here. In my sketch tab, I have a drop down arrow. Okay, and this will give me a couple of options. You'll see there corner, rectangle, and we're going to start from corners. You can start from the center. So in this case over here, I'm going to select the center area, and I'm going to use this center over here to go and draw my box. You'll note that I've got a smart dimension button over here. If I click and use this one, it'll help me smart dimension each one of these. Now remember, when I drew that square, I didn't really know whether it was a square 100% or not, so I'm going to simply go and change this to 50 millimeters. Remember, I am working in millimeters. Down the bottom here, you'll be able to see on your screen millimeters. There it is, there, millimeters, grams, and seconds. Alright, and therefore these units over here will definitely be in millimeters over there. Alright, so they'll default to millimeters, and I'm going to smart dimension this one as well, that line over there to 50. Sorry, that was 5. Well, it's a good thing that we made this mistake, so let's look at what happens when this mistake happens. I can go ahead and double click on this directly again and just simply go and type in the correct unit, 50. Alright, so that was a good exercise. Please note that you'll have to accept this. Alright, you'll have to accept it, either going by this little green tick or this guy over here. So I'm going to use this one. And then you'll notice that I've got a new sketch 1 in my design tree. Okay, so this is my profile. I just want to quickly select this plane, which is my top plane. I'm going to zoom in on it slightly just to show you that I can actually extend this plane slightly so that it doesn't actually confuse me or my drawing. And I'm going to go and select this drawing. Now remember, when I select this drawing, you can see how nice and light blue it turns. That is now almost in sketch mode. Remember, this guy has to be selected to be in sketch mode before you can make any changes to it. What I'd like to do now is I'd like to go to features. Remember, you'll be going between sketch and features. Sketching will give you this profile of this square, and I will then go to features to give this profile a feature. And in this case, I'm going to be using an extrude boss. This is going to give me a little example. There we go, a little preview of what it wants me to do. I've got 1 or 2 ways to go ahead and change this height. I can go on this highlighted arrow and pull it up by dragging it like so, or on the side here. Well, if you see, please keep an eye on this here while I drag that arrow, see how it changes. Or I can go and manually change this to call it 50, so basically I'll have a cube. Alright, yet again I'll have to go ahead and go and change, or sorry, select the little green tick to accept my drawing, and I'll be left with a cube. Alright, that's a basic extrude. What I want to do is I'm going to take you a little one step further. We are going to go back to what is in my design tree, and we're going to go and edit this. Anything that I need edited, let's go have a look. So if I want to go back to the original drawing, so for instance that square, I didn't want to have 100% square, I might want it to have it as a rectangle. I'd have to remember that that had to do with the actual profile. Okay, so I'd have to go and edit the actual sketch 1 before I could actually edit the boss extrude. Remember, the boss extrude just gave me this body. So I'm going to go ahead with a sketch and go and edit sketch. There's a little icon over there, and as I put my mouse over it, it says edit sketch. So I'm going to click on it, and now you'll be able to go and edit the actual dimensions. Yet again, we double click on this, and I'm going to make that 70. Remember, we said we wanted to have a bit of a rectangular shape. I'll go and accept it either here or over there. I'm going to show you how it works over here. There we go, I've accepted it, and remember I have to rebuild this shape now. Alright, it's waiting for me to rebuild it, so I'm going to accept that. There we go. Okay, so now I don't have my cube anymore, but I have an extruded rectangular prism. Alright, so what I also want to show you guys now is how to edit the extrude boss rather than the actual sketch. We've now edited the square to a rectangle as the profile, but now I'm going to go and edit the extrude boss. Extrude meaning it pushes the body or the profile out. I'll go and click on this with a normal left click of mouse, and I'll go to edit feature, because remember this was the feature that I had. Right, I go edit feature, and now I can go and change the height on this. Alright, I can't go and change the actual sketch. You'll notice that I can't select anything here because this has only got to do with the actual extrusion. So I can go and edit this, and I'm going to leave it at that height and accept. Alright, so there we go. We've actually gone ahead and had a basic extrusion. Thank you for watching this video, guys, and I hope it has helped you. Stay tuned for the step 4 of the introduction of SolidWorks.